Hey guys, welcome to Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm CB Nostalgia, and I got a little update on Doctor Strange, and Loki. Now, as many of you know, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is obviously going to deal with the multiverse, and that whole storyline was kicked off in the Loki series. As many of you know, Loki writer Michael Waldron is also attached with Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and I think the tie between these two projects is going to be pretty tight. Recently, producer Richie Palmer talked a little bit about how important Waldron was to the project and how tight it will be to Loki. Let's break it down. Now, before we do though, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. Also, our big giveaway. We're going to give away this Oculus Quest 2 at 50,000 subscribers. All you need to do to get in on our giveaway is be a subscriber and leave us a comment. Also, while you're at it, make sure you check out that free week of Skillshare down below. It's a pretty cool way for you to develop all of your superhero skills for that never-ending war on crime, all while not diving too deep into your pockets. Plus, it really does help the channel, so we really appreciate it. Well, despite the claims of Marvel Studios, when the MCU dove into Disney+, it became pretty clear to all of us that watching these streaming shows would effectively become essential viewing to follow what's going on in the MCU in the theaters. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness seems to be proving this true, because WandaVision, What If, and most importantly Loki appear to be playing huge roles in the film. Now, the Loki series introduced us to the idea of the multiverse in the MCU and more importantly, variants. And like I was saying, the writer of that series, Michael Waldron, actually wrote the Doctor Strange sequel. Now recently, the movie's producer, Richie Palmer, dove into this a little bit talking to The Direct. And I have to say, what he said about the influence was pretty interesting. In the interview, he said, "It was really exciting. We found that we really didn't need to spend a lot of time recapping the rules. We felt the audience would get a lot of that by now. With Michael, we could jump into telling a good story within what's already been established. Michael's strength is the character stuff. As you saw in Loki, all the best moments involve the characters against the backdrop of those alternate timelines. It's kind of like that in our movie too. Michael's script brought a lot of heart to sci-fi concepts such as the multiverse." Now, hearing that, it becomes pretty clear that Loki was meant to familiarize fans with the idea of multiple realities and how people work within them. A good example of this happening in Doctor Strange appears to be Patrick Stewart returning as a Professor X variant. Now, I have to say though, I do worry a little bit about this strategy. The casual moviegoer may not be up to date on the Disney Plus shows, and I do believe this would leave people very confused. This is also something Kevin Feige said wouldn't happen. In the past, he has said the shows weren't required viewing. So I kind of am curious how they're going to integrate this stuff and not spend too much time on expositional dialogue or explaining what happened in the past and just get right down to the new film. Now, on the upside though, I do like the idea of Waldron carrying right over from Loki. The concepts and the clarity of what was established in the show, for those that watched it, seems to be carried on in a way that makes total sense, and that should make for some nice continuity of viewing. Like any project, we're going to have to see it before we can really make any judgments, but I'm pretty excited. Now, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness hits theaters on May the 6th, so we only have a little more time to wait. Obviously, once we get some more info, we might dive back into this. I am curious on how Doctor Strange really is a takeoff right from Loki. So what do you guys think? Does having the same writer on Loki and the sequel make you feel a little more comfortable? And do you feel like that Disney Plus stuff is now required viewing? Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you press like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you're not getting any updates. Peace.